Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to actually configure our MLG light grid by using the MLG setup software. You can get the software directly from the SICK website, www.sick.com, and in the center of the page you'll see a software link, and you could go there and then download the MLG light grid setup software. So I'm going to hit Start, Programs, SICK, MLG Setup. Click on MLG Setup. And you'll see what happens here is my software will come up. I'm going to select the English here. And I get this Welcome in MLG Setup. I want to select this option number 1 because we're going to configure this one from scratch. If I had an existing file, I could click number 2 here and open up an existing configuration. So we're going to click on number 1, hit Next. And the next thing we want to do is we want to download data from the MLG. So this will get the configuration data from the MLG itself, and then click here on Finish. Now you'll see what it does is it pulls up the actual MLG light grid. So these are all beams going across, and you'll see that since these light grids are set up for 10 millimeter beams, resolution beams, my minimum detectable object is a little over ½ an inch or 0.58. So the next step is to go to Parameter here. I'm going to go to Parameters, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an automatic sensitivity adjustment here, and so click on Automatic and hit Start. Okay, and you can see that switching threshold was successfully. So I'm going to. All right, now that we have the sensitivity set up, what we're going to do is we're going to go online and actually see which beams we break when we put our tool into the bolt. So what you can see here on this interface is you can see your basic functions: NBB, number of beams blocked, number of beams made, first beam blocked, first beam made, etc. And you see 3 outputs here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go online and see what beams we break when we put it on our 3 bolt locations here. So we're going to click here to go online. And I'm going to put my bolt in the first location. So you can see when I put it in the first location, we break beams 3 and 4. My next location, we break 12 and 13. And in the final location, we break 21 and 22. So now what we want to do is go offline and actually configure those outputs. You can see they were already working. They were actually already configured. But we're going to go in and show you how you would configure them. So we're going to click here on the question mark screen. It says, all outputs occupies, please release some. So we're going to say yes here. I'm going to go to Customized Application. So what we're going to do here is output number 1 will turn on when last beam broken equals 4. So when beam 4 is broken, output 1 turns on. We're going to do the same thing here. Last beam broken equals 13. And last beam broken equals 22. And we're going to hit Finished here. Now we're going to go back online just to test it and make sure we're okay. So you can see that when I put my socket in the first location, output 1 comes on. You can see where 2 and 3 3 and 4 are broken, so the last beam broken would be number 4. So you can see that output's high. Go to the next location. See 13 is high. Again, to the third location, you'll see that output 3 turns on, and the last beam broken is 22. So now once we've done this, then what we would do is go offline again. We would send all of this, save the configuration data in the MLG. So we would send all of this to the MLG. And then when we exit out, we'll also save the file so we have it able to be recalled at a later date. So that's it. we've configured the MLG. Now we're going to move the RS-232 cable over to the Y MLG and go through the exact same procedure to teach that the locations as well.